l'intérieur. J'espère que vous allez aimer. N'hésitez pas à commenter dans le live, à commenter aussi sur la rediffusion, à vous abonner si vous kiffez le contenu et si vous restez pas chez vous. Sur ce, on va découvrir ensemble le premier épisode. Je vous dis bon visionnage et n'hésitez pas à poser vos questions si vous voulez. Je vous répondrai avec plaisir les amis. Sur ce, je vous dis bon visionnage, à tout de suite. N'hésitez pas à dire si le son du jeu va trop fort ou si son micro ne va pas assez fort, je vais régler ça dans les paramètres. Alors paramètres, audio, mettre à 6. Je crois que ça devrait être bon. Voilà, on est parti pour le premier épisode. L'énigme. Allez les potos, c'est parti. Bon, en espérant qu'il est aussi bien que la saison 1, ça serait cool. Donc la première saison était pas mal.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
Alors bien sûr, vous allez voir des vilains que vous n'avez pas vus dans la première saison et qu'on fait leur apparition dans la deuxième. C'est sûr que vous allez aimer.
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
I don't. I never forget what drives me. Protecting the innocent from people like Mori. That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
Don't I know?
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing, meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before it
Salut
gets too
Thierry,
chatty.
bienvenue sur la chaîne, comment vas-tu?
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only high rollers go.
On va
Sorry to be
directement
blunt,
la
but you're not my type.
Excuse me?
No, really, I've got pretty specific tastes.
Get over yourself, Bruce. I was just trying to be friendly.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think
Salut
that's
Théo, tu vas
Riddler.
bien? Comment ça va?
Are you always this rude? Bruce.
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
Hello?
That's him.
Please get away from me. Now,
La meuf,
What?
elle lâche rien.
just turn around and start walking.
You're lost, rich boy.
Merci Théo, ça fait
You're
plaisir.
not all that, you know.
No one threatens me in my own casino.
On va commencer la deuxième
Sir, it's
saison.
time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What
Donc ça va, un
question
peu
can you
fatigué
never
avec les
answer?
enfants qui sont en vacances là, ils reprennent
I
enfin
don't give a
lundi.
crap, let's go.
Wrong.
Faut peu qu'on peut sortir
The
avec ce
correct
virus,
answer
faut les occuper
is,
quoi.
are you dead?
Oh bah il cherche pas lui.
Now, let's get started.
Non, ça fait une semaine qu'ils sont en vacances
Get out
photo.
of there. Get your suit.
Ils reprennent l'école lundi.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves.
Bon, bah, ça fait déjà en moins.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon,
Batman, what's the status?
Normal, moi aussi, quand ça, ma voiture elle arrive.
multiple gunmen,
On
hostages
a
at the
tous une boîte
casino.
mobile, on regarde.
A madman in a mask. Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
There's a squad on the way. I'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Et ouais, il y avait longtemps qu'il s'était plus déguisé en Batman. J'espère que le son du jeu va pas trop fort, qu'on m'entend bien. L'homme mystère.
Please, please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
There's
Le mec
only
a gardé
one way
trop
you're
ça.
getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
Ouais, faut vraiment que je pense à changer de micro.
A mind bender that scratches at the very nature.
Ce que je peux faire, c'est que je vais encore diminuer. Je vais être quasiment la moitié.
Of our existence, the mere pondering of which can drive
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
like a rat in your
Positionner parce que c'est un cinglé lui.
Once it's in there.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
Ouais, j'ai vu que t'avais le dernier, c'est excellent ça. Il est très bon celui-là.
You only have so many fingers. It'll be that
Ok,
much
pour toi,
harder to
merci.
count
Bah,
you
bonne gamme à
one
toi.
by
Sur, si je me trompe pas, c'est Ivarala.
But don't think you can just stall. I will get bored. You won't like that.
Ah, il y a aussi les otages.
Same woman from before.
Perhaps you should have turned on the charm.
Batman will save her, along with everyone else.
Ah, manœuvrer le drone. C'est beau le fixer. Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Est-ce que je peux pas le faire descendre? Ah, enfin, j'ai vu le signal.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
Ça veut dire qu'il y a personne qui voit qu'il y a un drone, quoi. Bon bah du coup ça fait déjà 2 en moins.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer.
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
Alors frontal ou lacrymogène?
We need a distraction. Find a
D'abord
way to
faire une
limit their
diversion,
line
ce
of
sera beaucoup
sight.
mieux.
Sounds like a plan.
Ça évitera au moins des blessés côté policier, on sait jamais.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Hiya, Bats.
The Batman clearly isn't using his head.
Break it open.
With pleasure.
Salut Groovy, comment vas-tu? J'ai failli me rater. Oh, elle est électrocutée. Ça c'est sûr qu'il va se calmer direct.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town.
Mais moi ça va bien, Groovy, et
Everyone's
toi?
very impressed with you.
Salut Aaron.
I'm not
Les deux doigts en moins.
impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair.
Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city.
Now I'm back.
All you scum are the same. Only thing that changes is the mask.
Spoken like a man who sees the world in black and white.
Allow me to broaden your spectrum.
You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are,
Merci Aaron pour les pouces, ça fait
completely
plaisir.
at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. I expected more of a battle from you, Batman. Something longer. More of a match of wits. While my men mop up what passes for law enforcement in this town. It would have been a little hard to deal with you both
Dommage
at
que
the
je l'ai pas en
same
VF,
time.
juste sous-titré.
But no cause to hold back now. You surprised me a little with how quickly you arrived. But just a little.
Bon bah j'ai pas donné la bonne réponse. Ok. Fallait pas attendre un quart d'heure pour me tuer. Hein.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town.
Du-
Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair.
Eating
En
my
plus j'avais choisi la
goddamn
réponse qui était
porridge.
moins
This
insultant,
is my
mais bon.
city.
You don't know me, Riddler. You have no idea what you're up against.
You must think you're so special. You're not the first
T'as montré un
hero
gars qui peut nous
I've put
tuer, il
down.
peut nous tuer à toutes les réponses lui.
You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you
Gordon,
are.
now!
Ouais, en fait tantôt j'avais pas
Have to
activé
be
le bras.
kidding. Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
Moi je me prends ça, je me laisse.
common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Le mec a vraiment trop regardé ça comme film d'horreur.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak
Suivez
point.
les câbles, ok. Bah, il est mort avec moi. Hein. Et je vais faire quoi? Suivez les câbles. Il me dit rien. Quoi? Ah, abusé. J'avais pas d'instruction. Je suis déjà mort 2 fois en 10 minutes.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Recroche, tu vas bien? Merci pour le like. Bon, moi les amis, là je suis mort là, mais je comprends pas qu'il n'y ait pas d'instruction. Mais bon. Voilà, il me dit quoi? Suivez les câbles. Suivez les câbles électriques. Il doit y avoir un point faible. Ah mais j'ai pas le temps en fait. Bon bah c'est qu'en haut il n'y a pas de point faible, du coup on sait qu'on peut aller jusqu'en bas.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Il descend vite le truc. Bon, on va directement regarder vers le bas. Ouais, en fait, c'est obligé de vous mourir au moins une fois ou deux parce que tant que vous descendez. Dépêche-toi, on peut te chauffer.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
You thought that stunt with Maury would cover your escape. I wanted to show you I could save him and still catch you. I don't have to compromise.
You haven't caught me yet. Nothing I've seen so far suggests you will.
Juste sa manu pourrait rien faire quoi contre Batman. Sauf c'est une perche là. Il était avec sa perche lui.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Le personnage mystère et tous les ennemis. Allez Gordon, boum. Un peu qui se propose Spider-Man quoi. Balle électrique. C'est nouveau ça.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Mais c'était ta journée Grovy. En fait, ça commence que maintenant. Ça fait quasiment une demi-heure que j'ai commencé le jeu, mais le générique est à peine lent.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down.
On me chier qu'on m'entend pas trop bien à cause du micro, donc c'est peut-être à cause de moi aussi.
He was smart enough to slip through our fingers.
Yeah, and leave a bloody mess in his wake. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. For what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor.
J'espère que la saison 2 sera vraiment super.
I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
And you are?
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that
Non, moi
maniac
perso,
for
j'ai
some
pas une
time.
notif hier, Théo.
No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
If you were tracking him, why didn't you tell us he was coming?
We get a lot of unverified reports. I wanted to be sure.
Now we know.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
I work with Gordon. No one else.
I appreciate loyalty, but that there... that's the issue. The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Mori while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh, I thought she was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori.
Salut les
Any
idéaux,
idea what
comment
Riddler
vas-tu?
wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
He's a madman. You can't look for reason in someone
Donc
so
pour oublier que Gordon a
clearly
dit de lire le
deranged.
moins possible, donc on va pas
Riddler
parler
does
de
show
Nim, on
signs
est
of
dans
an
la boîte
obsessive
mystère.
compulsive disorder. But he's calculating, fiercely intelligent. I'd be surprised if this wasn't part of a bigger plan. Let me know if you think of anything. It'd be a help.
On va rien lire du tout.
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say
Ben,
it's
ça
a
va,
real
merci beaucoup.
honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle va signer?
I don't
Est-ce
like
que
what
je les
you're
connais tous, quoi, les cinglés?
Of course, I...
Keep your pop's psych evaluations to Riddler and stay out of my head.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. I think I know you a little better now.
I'll be in touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice.
Ça va pas
I'm
nous
letting you
lâcher.
hunt the Riddler for now.
On va nous coller au
You better
basket.
share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways
Je
this
vais même pas
could
lui
go.
répondre. Vous avez vu, c'est abusé, ça fait une demi-heure que c'est commencé, mais l'épisode commence que maintenant, quoi.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Bon, pour enfin analyser cette boîte,
I need something cool.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
bon, on va voir les dossiers. Ça, c'était de la saison 1. Je vais vous rappeler, les amis, le pingouin, Catwoman, double face. Il était pas mal celui de double face. Ça, on va regarder après. On va aller à l'ordinateur central.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that. It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and
quand tu vois la vidéo, tu serais m'envoyer un message sur Instagram parce que je reçois pas les notifs sur YouTube.
Alfred. No, don't you worry about me. I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce.
C'est de la famille.
It'll pass.
S'occupe de lui depuis qu'il était petit.
Always helps.
Recrash. Mais sinon, vous les amis, vous aimez bien tout ce qui est Batman? Alors, fichier sur le mystère, fichier sur l'agence.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials.
Moi, je vous dis qu'il y a une couille
Civil
dans
rights
l'agence.
violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Oh, Batman's got some competition in
Non, c'est
town.
clair que c'est la base Crash.
I wonder if we need be worried.
Well, things won't be easy with a bunch of spies nearby.
Ça, c'est les héros qui ont connu petit
Well-equipped
petit. Hein.
spies too.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to talk to Lucius
Batman,
about
Spider-Man,
upgrades. Try
Dragon
and
Ball
level
Z.
the playing
Bientôt, je
field.
vais faire Kakarot. Parce que la Terre du Milieu est bien comme j'ai, mais il faut plus de 100 heures. Donc, si je fais 100 heures en live, juste ce jeu-là, ce serait un peu long. Donc, je vais faire les missions les plus importantes en live. Le cinglé là, l'homme mystère. Donc pour l'instant c'est pas plus important.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes. To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex.
Bah comme ça je sais quoi aussi pour toi
The
Théo.
agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself
Ah
be
ça va
caught,
faire du
Mr.
bien hein, les
Riddler.
jeux d'héros. Une
Just
semaine
Riddler.
tranquille.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr.
Nous
Ward,
là ils sont encore en
to get
vacances.
everyone else out,
Ils reprennent lundi.
of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
On va vite sur le codex. Ça c'est tous les gens qu'on a rencontrés depuis le début. Et du coup on aura tout. Ça explique pas le scanner de la boîte mystère.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
On va l'ouvrir, il y a un truc qui va nous péter dans la tête.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
La justice aveugle, peut-être.
Justice. How it relates to Batman, maybe. Lady Justice is blindfolded to show she's impartial.
She has two eyes under the blindfold, though.
Not one.
So it's something else. The eye of a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us. Even if there were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question. If that is indeed the key.
Il reste de réponse. Hein. Bah, le trou d'une aiguille.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object
in
question?
Le volleyboard.
Maybe it's telling us how to use
Justement, Alfred y a bon sur l'œil.
Sounds very plausible.
Il y a un œil qu'il peut pas voir.
Look at these strange grooves.
Ah non, pour finir, c'était la bonne réponse alors. C'était bien l'aiguille. Je pensais l'œil du cyclone moi au départ aussi. Salut Papillov, comment vas-tu? Ça fait plaisir de te voir. Ça fait longtemps. Tu vas bien? Oh bah ça va très bien, merci. Bon, le ticket de cinéma qui est là, je crois pas que c'est un rapport. Un boîte ordinateur. Et vu que le lit dans quoi?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah bah, il m'a répondu, il n'y a pas la moindre idée. Ah merci poto, ça fait plaisir. Je passe toujours après tes là, vous mettez des likes aussi parce que moi c'est chiant, j'ai aucune notif. T'as Instagram Papillov? C'était Instagram, comme ça si tu publies. Ouais, je peux même pas le mettre. Dites pas qu'on va lire là-dedans quand même.
Needle. A record needle.
Ah voilà. L'aiguille. Voilà le rapport en fait. Tourne-disque.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're
going to look
An
open
invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh.
Ça, je pourrais voir quand tu publies, je vais venir sur tes lives.
Radio bands or waveforms, something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit.
Je me trompe pas les amis, il y a 25 épisodes de la saison 2.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually going to be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. locate Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Ben merci poto, comme ça, après, je pourrais directement te retrouver et m'abonner directement à toi. Merci d'avoir partagé ma vidéo, ça fait plaisir.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and our stock price has doubled since you took the company back from Oswald Cobblepot. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, just some tax papers. Accounting is...
Voilà, je t'ai ajouté aussi poto.
Or something.
Well, you shouldn't have to be burdened with that. I can take them.
It's okay. I got it.
Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great. You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
No, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
Excusez-moi.
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some
Alors
kind
tu joues
of
à quoi de beau
test.
toi, papillon, en ce moment?
Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue.
Comment veux-tu que je sais qu'est-ce qui va arriver? Je suis Batman, je suis pas devin.
A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
Ouais,
No sign of
Fortnite, ça fait
explosives
longtemps
or
que j'ai
poison.
lâché. Ça m'a
Already
trop
scanned
gavé.
for that in the cave.
Comme il fait son mal avec la boîte de style, il savait quoi.
Now, would you look at that? Micro-pulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
La porte qui s'ouvre tout doucement là dans le coin.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
C'est sa fille.
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous
Ça, c'est
observation.
cool.
Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything. So I made you some tech the government would be jealous of.
Bon, c'est vrai que ça peut être génial comme objet. Le check Batman va l'adopter.
It's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look... You look...
I think the word you're looking for is badass.
No.
Le mec qui
That
se
is
lance des fleurs,
definitely
quoi.
not what I meant.
I'm the resident badass around here. Thank you very much.
You just said that out loud.
See, Bruce? It's her first day, and I'm already embarrassing her.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange
Ce
thing.
sera la fille de
The
Lucius
circuitry
qui va
design.
décoder les...
It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost
signal.
intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use.
Bonsoir à toi, poto, merci d'avoir passé. N'hésite pas à partager sur Insta avec
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
YouTube, j'ai le temps de mourir.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
Alright, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help.
Si on peut avoir le plus de
I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angered with me and Luke about that incident with the china.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help. If we're gonna be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her.
You know how dangerous our business is. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to Tiffany. I'm just gonna have to say no.
It's your secret to tell.
Yes, it is.
May I just say, burdens are lighter when carried by many.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here.
Keep me in the loop about that, thing.
Will do.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Is this gonna take long? It's not really a good time.
I'm afraid this meeting isn't optional.
You'll just have to put up with us for a few minutes.
Ah, comment il vient de s'incruster, eux. En plus, il a laissé le dossier là, quoi.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. I'm sorry that didn't last.
Yeah, so am I.
They say children who suffer trauma spend their whole lives trying to make up for the loss. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that. What's that all about?
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out
Par
from
contre,
under
je
it.
sens qu'ils vont pas nous lâcher jusqu'à la fin. Ils vont tout nous battre sur nos chaussures.
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Anything I can help with?
See,
I told you he'd be cooperative. Agent Blake thought you'd be cagey, defensive, based on your history. Guess he was wrong.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year.
Son passé, comme si c'était criminel, quoi.
Good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm not sure I like where this conversation is going.
This probably isn't gonna help. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
You've got to be kidding me. He's no friend of mine. That's why you came here to ask me about that guy?
According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
I saw you flee after John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Several people were hurt.
I got out of there as fast as I could.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago.
À la limite, ils vont nous accuser d'être un malfaiteur, quoi.
I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not agree to that. Why would he write down my name?
It's obvious. You're important.
Truc de la première saison, on n'a jamais donné l'accord.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so.
Donc heureusement qu'on répond encore avec des réponses cohérentes.
Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious.
Excusez-moi pour le bruit du micro.
They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web.
Bah, c'est vrai qu'il a le don d'attirer les ennuis, mais bon.
Are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
And your point is what exactly? That I'm some kind of criminal mastermind?
Merci Gédéro, bah, bon appétit à toi. Merci d'avoir passé.
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Comment la meuf, elle me questionne, quoi.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Ah ouais, dis tout de suite qu'est-ce qui va se passer, quoi.
That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius,
we really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius.
C'était une bombe. Ah, c'est moche.
Lucius! No!
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. as if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was...
Désolé si je rigole les amis, c'est parce que c'est Guillaume qui me fait rire. Je suis à fond dans l'enterrement là, il vient de me faire rire. Pourtant je l'ai explosé ce truc, maintenant il s'est explosé tout seul. Mais je l'ai examiné, il n'est pas pété, il n'y avait pas de bombe là-dedans.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about
C'est Guillaume qui me fait rire et du coup j'arrive même pas à tenir mon sérieux, c'est un enterrement quoi. Ça vaut la peine qu'il y a une Batcave quoi avec des scanners à 3 millions. Il ne voit même pas qu'il y a une bombe dans une boîte.
Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes.
Bon, de toute façon...
She can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this.
Ouais, c'est même pas la peine qu'on lance des mouchoirs, hein. On passera pas à travers l'écran. Désolé si vous attendez rire, c'est Girl qui est derrière, merde, j'ai même pas le temps de répondre. Et voilà, j'ai loupé. Bah, bonne soirée à toi, Groovy. Merci d'avoir passé, c'est cool. Non, y a pas de souci, poto.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad.
A plus, poto, et merci d'avoir passé, c'est super cool.
He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
On va pas l'accabler plus, hein.
Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Oh putain, la meuf elle a la rage parce qu'elle croit que c'est à cause de nous maintenant qu'il est mort quoi.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry.
C'est pas nous qui a mis une bombe dans une boîte avec un point d'interrogation. Hein.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all.
Ce qui s'est passé, c'est qu'il a ouvert une boîte, il a décodé, ça a pété.
Remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left.
What were you guys working on that could have caused that?
It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me.
On peut quand même lui expliquer, mais pas là quoi.
Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce?
What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
Ah ouais, la vérité. Il n'y a aucun risque, il va scanner.
I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right?
On connaît cette voix.
For that,
Joker,
we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but...
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I'd love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
You do realize you don't give these at funerals, right?
Of course you don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it down.
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right? It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls.
La lumière capitonnée lui manque
Where
quoi.
the lines were drawn.
How did you get out?
T'es évadé ou quoi?
Oh my god, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a soft spot for me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will
Il faut
begin.
être con pour laisser sortir un mec comme ça quoi.
Just sit down.
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. You know, you might have been a little reluctant at the time, but if it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Arkham. Sleeping off your meds in the rec room with Zaz. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I never made that promise.
I got into a lot of trouble for what we did, Bruce.
Je sais pas, dans la saison 1,
Saw that place.
on n'a jamais rien
Saw
promis.
Doctors.
A vital link in our chain has left us. Matthew tells us,
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Ouais, on va encore avoir des problèmes avec lui.
You will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
Not a chance, John. I don't know what you're mixed up in, but I am not getting involved.
Disappointing. You know, I spoke so highly of you. I told them you'd fit right in. Just makes me want, I don't know, lash out. Shh. 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 We're here to mourn. Please, you shush me again. You'll be mourning the loss of your teeth.
Oh, easy, easy, John. Take a deep breath, okay? Calm down.
You're right.
Bon, bah, je crois qu'on n'aura pas le choix d'accepter, sinon il va nous faire un scandale.
Bruce, that outburst, it's antisocial, I know. Dr. Leland says I have a hard time handling rejection. I think it's the stress. You see, I've got this enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, though I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
If I ever get my hands on him, I will tear him apart.
Ici, pour
You
qu'on
don't
nous
know
aide à
how
le faire tomber.
glad that makes me, Bruce. You and me, we've got the same taste in people. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I'm your
Bon,
friend,
bon, c'est de
John.
faire ami avec.
You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Listen to me carefully, John. Make sure this happens, or you'll be sorry.
No need for a tantrum, Bruce. I'm on
Bon,
your
le passage
side.
qui est dans l'église, les poteaux,
Just
pour moi, je le trouve
remember
un peu
when
long.
the time comes,
Un peu
I
beaucoup
want
de
you to
blabla,
be
là.
my friends. Look,
Il faut que je
I
dise ça
think
pour que
that
ça finisse.
stayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
Me too, John.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Bon, maintenant on lui a mis la puce.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Towers start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up, and what happens? Someone bombs his company.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. Looks like gang
On va scanner toutes les rues si on peut, comme ça on va directement être tranquille.
I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
Oh,
Bon,
so
bah, je crois qu'on va être parti pour le château
The
d'eau.
way she goes after criminals, she's ruthless. Puts her people at risk, and believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
as far as law enforcement goes, Jim,
Tu m'étonnes, ça non bien, c'est le seul qui est pas corrompu dans
I
cette
don't know
île.
many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case.
On va pas tout dire parce qu'après on aura les fédéraux.
We should probably let her know.
Faut dire couler un obasque
Don't want to
comme
give her
ça.
ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
I don't want Waller involved. You and I can handle Riddler, just like it's always been.
Glad to see we're on the same page. We gotta watch out for her. She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Bon bah voilà, là on a fait le petit trajet vite fait. Dommage qu'on n'a pas de cinématique avec la Batmobile. Bon, à mon avis il va être caché quelque part.
No one's home.
I kept Waller and her agency people out of the loop on this. It's just the two of us.
We can handle this without her.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
On va tout examiner. Là y a rien.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vane, isn't he?
Bon, c'est la vanité, donc.
See no evil, hear no
Rien
evil,
vu, rien entendu,
speak no evil.
et rien dire. Ouais, je montre que c'était un piège.
Damn it!
Je t'avais dit que ça puait là.
It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get
Il
out?
manque plus qu'il est rempli d'eau, quoi.
We go in.
After you.
Ah, il nous met des flèches pour me montrer comment descendre un escalier. Ok, bah ça pue tous ces coffres. C'est pas bon signe.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
C'est qui ça?
Oh, God.
Ah, ça c'est con.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
Heureusement que j'avais dit de rien dire à Waller, c'est un de ces agents qui se retrouve là.
One shoe is
Il y en
missing.
avait combien d'autres?
The soul of the other one's almost completely melted through.
À mon avis, s'ils m'ont fait électrocuter, ça l'a fondu. Ok, il y a les doigts coupés.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before.
Ça va, c'est pas trop
The
gore
victim
pour
in
les
the casino.
insensibles. Alors si ses chaussures ont fondu, pourquoi il saigne de la tête?
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of
Traumatisme
brain
crânien,
trauma.
c'est clair.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
Si on aurait eu les deux pupilles, j'aurais dit c'était de la drogue.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock.
Voilà pourquoi
Or
il
a
s'est mis
sudden
du choc,
jolt.
il s'est mordu la langue. Vous imaginez le choc violent quoi pour s'arracher la langue avec ses dents.
There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
Ah bah il y a eu la totale mec, hein. Les doigts coupés, l'électrocution, la langue sectionnée, hémorragie d'oreille et un traumatisme crânien. Bon bah, on peut dire qu'il est décédé.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
J'espère que vous m'entendez quand même un peu sur le live.
Damn it. Me either.
J'essaie de résoudre ce problème du micro au plus vite. Yo méthode, comment tu vas mon ami? Tu vas bien?
That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
Ah merci poto, c'est cool. Merci pour ton petit coucou, ça fait toujours plaisir. Ah ouais, il y a que le soir que je peux streamer un peu. Il y a que là que les enfants sont calmes, parce qu'ils sont fatigués.
One shoe melted.
Ouais bah c'est cool, ça
Must
m'entend bien.
belong to poor Cinderella.
Que par
over
moment on
there.
m'entend pas très fort, mais je crois que c'est un problème de casque ou ma prise jack. Ah, je les ai tous faits, mon ami. Franchement, tout ce qui est jeu de série, Batman, le Retour vers le futur, bah tout ce qui est dans le store, j'ai pas cherché, je les ai tous achetés.
Scratches on the
The Walking Dead et tout ça, toutes les saisons.
filter has been tampered with.
Moi, je suis un fan de jeux
Like
comme
in
ça en série,
sunglasses.
en épisode.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Alors, le fluide polarisant a été trafiqué. Ok. Bon, je vais d'abord faire les alentours. J'avais vu la chaussure ou pas maintenant?
No, nothing that would have severed his fingers in there.
Alors, chambre. Ok, c'est bon. Donc, chambre des morts. Donc, lui, il était là.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess.
Ouais, retour vers le futur, j'ai mis
He was always
énormément
a
de temps à le
wacko,
faire.
but this takes it
Parce
to
qu'ils
a
sont
new
très longs
level.
les épisodes et t'as énormément de choix. Bon, ici on va remettre les faits dans l'ordre.
Must be locked in place. The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Donc il est polarisé, ça veut dire que normalement je devrais être dedans pour le regarder, mais je suis pas fou quoi.
Turn me round, but not the right
Fais-moi
way.
tourner,
And
ni
you
pas dans le
might
bon
live to
sens,
see
et tu
another
pourrais
day.
vivre un autre jour.
What does it mean?
Je sais pas, ça a plus son truc là.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Eh bah GG poto. Moi je sais plus combien j'en suis au total. J'ai un ami Théo aussi qui a mieux de platiner les jeux. Qui a fait pas mal aussi. Avant d'associer toute la scène de crime, je suis sûr d'avoir quelque chose à l'intérieur du coffre. Il manque la trait du visage.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey
On voit vraiment que c'est...
You're right. There
C'est
must be
l'ennemi,
a
là, lui.
connection.
There are blades inside.
Bon, les doigts du mec
And
qui
a
sont là.
lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Il y a un Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, t'en es où, poteau? Verrouiller électronique, non.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Alors, ouvrir le coffre, ça on l'a déjà fait. On va associer à sa main.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Le plus sol est chaud, la semelle qui a fondu.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside.
En comptant quand tu joues sur la PS3 poteau ou rien que sur la PS4.
Causing that shoe to catch on
Et à mon
fire.
avis c'est avec la PS3.
When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
Bon, ce serait un coup de bol s'il a pas vidé son PC, mais bon.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people.
Je veux dire, on a reconnu quelques noms
Names,
vite fait.
addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get
Ce
out
qui est
of
bien,
here.
c'est qu'avec la saison 2, ça suit bien en plus avec la saison 1. Oui, il y a des choses qui vous disent rien, mais bon. Une fois que vous faites la saison 1, vous comprenez beaucoup plus de choses.
What does it say?
Et pour quelqu'un d'intelligent, vous agissez parfois de façon vraiment
Just
stupide.
wonderful.
C'est
More
autre chose qui n'était
psychos
pas
to worry
destiné
about.
à votre
He and his
querelle de
colleagues,
détraquer avec
they
Batman.
don't see eye to
On va
eye.
pas t'en dire en fait, c'est cool.
Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll kill each other.
Mori, he's sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Maury for a while now. She must have known.
Bon, ça c'est vu du coup. Donc il n'y a rien de trop intéressant. Donc les impolarisés. Voilà.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Je sais pas, moi je mettrais une caméra, mais bon. Pas trop confiant d'y aller dedans.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
On va bien faire le tour. Encore ces 3 singes.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
Ça m'étonnerait qu'il y aurait que ça.
Take a look at this.
Huh.
Faut justement que je vous parle de caméra.
That's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency,
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation? Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Bon, maintenant faudra trouver l'ordre. Crânien, donc ça peut pas être le premier truc. Parce que là il y a encore ses doigts. On ne voit pas très bien. Est-ce qu'il est mort là? Il s'est tabassé là-bas, c'est un peu bizarre.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers.
Alors, poteau, pas de souci.
And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could get Riddler's next clue.
Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is
Non,
heat
mais ça
resistant.
explique pas ces tapants qu'ils ont explosé, ça
It'll buy
par
me
contre.
more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in
Okay,
there is
Crash, ça va.
dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last.
Autant
I
qu'ils travaillent en
won't be
équipe,
able to do this without you,
c'est mieux.
Wow, when you put it like that, let's win this game.
Ça va, il y a des couilles de rentrée.
authorizing, Batman.
Je vais pas trop tarder. Hop, vas-y. Dans le sens inverse. On voit rien. Enfin, presque. Hop.
Hurry the hell up.
Can almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which
Salut
one is he
Naruto, tu vas
referring
bien?
to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Bon bah j'espère pour eux.
What the hell?
Ok, et voilà pourquoi il y avait les tapons pétés l'autre.
Congratulations!
Les ultrasons.
You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
T'as pas beaucoup de temps. Je vais dépêcher, hop. Ok. T'as qu'un essai quoi.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
C'est bien l'énigme. Je vais te faire apparaître. On est dans la merde. Pourquoi j'arrive pas? C'est où ça? Pourquoi il tourne pas? Non, je comprends pas les amis, je vais dire mais ça fonctionne pas. Tu vois, c'est un mec qui tourne, mais tu vois pas à l'écran que ça compte quoi. Ça va être comme ça va être un peu chiant pour trouver le coffre. Pourquoi je peux pas l'ouvrir?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe!
Ah ouais, c'est les ennemis, mais je peux en ouvrir 50. L'un ne voit pas mal et l'autre ne ment pas. Le monde du troisième, on n'avait pas le temps de lire les livres. L'autre ne demande rien, l'autre ne voit pas. Le troisième, normalement, il n'attend pas. C'est le corps que je voulais ouvrir au départ.
That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Bon, on va essayer d'ouvrir la bonne. Normalement, c'est celui-ci. Il dit rien, il voit rien, il n'entend rien. C'est les signes des trois singes qui est juste devant son bureau. Ah, enfin. Tout à l'heure il ne voulait pas s'ouvrir et maintenant il s'ouvre. Comme ça il va plus nous péter les oreilles avec son ultrason.
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up before going dark forever.
Turn yourself in while you still have the chance.
Don't say stupid things, okay? Not when you've just started earning my respect. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
C'est limite, c'est le mec qui se prend pour un jeu, quoi.
Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything. Even the things you'd rather not.
If you're trying to manipulate me, it's not working.
I'm not trying to get in your head. I just wanted to see where the man who doesn't compromise actually draws his lines. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
Don't you dare put your crimes on me.
Come on, Batman. I gave the puzzle to you, didn't I?
It's not my fault you couldn't solve it. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Là, j'espère que quand on va le choper, lui on pourra vraiment l'exploser la tête.
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
I'd tell you if I could, Jim.
It's like that, huh?
As I said, if I could.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Whatever you do, this has to stay between us.
Oh, does it? Because I, what, just happened to stumble into it? I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. If you really think it's important this stays between us, then I won't say a word. Batman, I'll be waiting to hear from you.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
We still have you. And we still have each other.
I won't always be here, Bruce. I'm sorry. Losing Lucius in such gruesome fashion, It puts me in rather a morbid mood.
C'est clair que si ça continue, il n'y aura plus personne, quoi.
The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Piraté, ça.
And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
Avec Pac-Man, tout est possible.
It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
À mon avis, on devra vérifier chaque téléphone.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
You are a rock, Alfred. I'm always able to count on you, huh? Even in the toughest times.
The last thing I want to do is let you down.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius, we really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
Bah, tu m'étonnes qu'il va aller chercher du thé.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Dwayne? Batman?
No. The two sounds have to be the same.
Tiffany.
No, that doesn't make sense. No, the sounds have to match for this to work.
Enterprises. Riddler.
Gotta keep trying. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Dwayne. Batman?
No. The two sounds have to be the same.
Peut-être le premier et le dernier.
Dwayne.
Si on se base sur le dessin.
Bruce! I still think I'm on the wrong track. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
C'est où ça?
Dwayne. The sable.
No connection there. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait...
Enterprises. Riddler.
No match. The two sounds have to be the same.
Ah oui, ça, je sais que les sons doivent être identiques, mais on peut pas les écouter à fur et à mesure.
The sable. The sable. Tiffany. Tower.
Gotta keep trying. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Ok, ça promet.
Riddler. Dwayne.
No. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Tiffany. Riddler.
No connection there. The two sounds have to be
On
the
va pas
same.
les écouter avant de les associer, c'est un peu embêtant ça.
The sable. Dwayne.
Nope. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Ah ouais, en plus si les sons correspondraient, ça devrait faire le même schéma.
Tower. Tiffany.
No. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Batman. Tower.
Nope. The two sounds have to be the same.
Batman. Bruce.
No, that's not it.
Eh ben,
Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
ça fait énormément de combinaisons.
Batman. Tiffany.
Gotta keep trying. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Bruce. Dwayne.
No, that's not it. The two sounds have to be the same.
Tiffany. Bruce. Bruce.
The waveforms match.
En fait, c'était tout bête.
Bruce. Riddler. Riddler. Tiffany. Tiffany. Tiffany.
Ok, donc celui-là avec celui-là.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've
Bon,
blocked
désolé
his
les amis,
targets,
ça a pris un peu de
he
temps.
may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
Il va mettre le signal sur le drone.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Maury up on the back computer.
Faut pas oublier que Rumi c'est un vendeur d'armes, à mon avis. Il a dû en vendre
Either
à
of
tout le
them
monde.
could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to
logique
help
aussi.
you?
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Ça c'est clair que Gordon ne peut pas apprécier.
I'll talk to Eli. It'll be nice to catch up.
Avec ses bas droits,
Tell Waller I'm on my
je
way.
suis sûr qu'il dit quelque chose. Tranquille. Il voyage comme ça en Batman. Tu vois à peine que les flics, ils en ont rien à foutre de lui.
Batman. Gordon's in briefing the deputy ops. I'm sure I'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency people commandeered the whole precinct. Pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out. Running around like they own the place. They got no respect for the way we do things.
You have Eli Nabel in custody. Take me to him.
Nabel's my prisoner, not hers.
Says who?
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them. If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time. Riddler warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan. Said he'd hit back if we got too close.
You seem rattled, Waller. Surprised to see you lose your cool.
Not much use for sentimentality in our business, Batman. But you'd be wrong to assume I don't care about my people. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making him talk.
That's why I'm here.
Come on, then.
Just remember, the commissioner likes things by the book.
Bon, j'espère qu'il va donner des bonnes informations.
You say anything I should know?
Riddler said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people broke him. Made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can tell me all about it after Nabel gives him up. You know, I saw what you did to Carmine Falcone last year. Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary. As long as you get Nabel to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk. The gloves have to come off.
I'll get him to talk. My way, not yours.
I don't care how you do it. As long as it gets done.
Voilà, du coup, du moment qu'il parle, elle s'en fout, quoi, c'est normal.
Meet your new interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before.
Il fait le traumatiser,
Get
quoi.
up and get in that goddamn chair. Probably best to keep this off the record. Unless you prefer me to leave it on. If you're worried what Gordon might think.
Keep it off.
Need anything else?
Call an ambulance. Eli's going to need one. I want the Riddler, Eli.
Ouais, directement être menaçant, on sait jamais quoi le fait encore plus flipper.
Please, you don't have to do that. I'm so glad you're here.
Mais ça se voit qu'il est content. Il a peur.
These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
He's right about that, Eli.
I don't deserve this.
What do you deserve?
I don't know. A lawyer? A trial? Basic human rights?
Then tell me where he is.
I can't.
We don't have time for carrots, Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
You've already tortured him enough. What makes you think hitting him again will get results?
I just assumed you'd hit him harder. It's your call. Just remember, the clock is ticking.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I said it 1,000,000 times to the guys before. The only thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
Riddler just dabbles in pain, Eli. I've turned pain into an art form.
You don't understand. Riddler has a plan that no one can stop. You can't beat him. He studied you too well.
C'est clair, Crash. Il fait ciel qu'il est content de le voir, mais il se chie dessus parce qu'il le voit, quoi.
They don't have a chance. He can destroy them anytime he wants with a phone call.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that can save me if I cross him.
Give him up, and I'll make that danger go away.
Relégé des routes, t'as bien mangé?
There's no getting away from him. He could be anywhere with his signal.
T'as mangé quoi de bon?
Bruce, his fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
Bon bah s'il parle pas, je vais le frapper, hein.
We'll see about that.
On lui laisse encore une chance, sinon on sera obligé de lui faire mal.
Is that signal? You're calling a missile right to us.
You got 90 seconds, Eli. Talk.
Batman, shut that thing off right now.
You're insane. You'll kill us all.
It's counting down, Eli. What are you going to do about it?
You're bluffing. There's cops outside this door.
Ah, ça doit être trop bon ça les jeux d'héros.
Maybe not. Are you willing to take the chance?
Bah nous en Belgique il est un peu tard pour un barbecue. 1h24 du matin. Je profite un peu de ce week-end pour streamer vu que la semaine, pas énormément le temps. Bah tu comprends la vie de famille. Moi je crois qu'on l'a bien fait flipper là. La Lucy l'a flippé.
The Lady of Dublin. Get back up and meet me there.
Batman.
Peut-être tu m'as donné faim les jeux d'héros.
Gordon's still gonna be pissed you went around him. But I appreciate you holding back.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
Bon, bah on se rapproche doucement de l'homme mystère. Et hop, à terre.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
Noise again, are we? Agent. What was your name? Blake?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
Donc on s'occuper de lui.
My friends will all be here.
Excusez-moi.
Then you'll see what this is all in aid of. You agency imbeciles really...
Hostages.
D'accord, les chambres de la mort.
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
All your idiot colleagues, too.
We found him.
Individuals for institutions.
Your interrogation of Riddler's man produced solid intelligence.
Terrible.
No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
Alors,
You're relentless.
où sont-ils?
I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get
A good spot for
Il y a les
cover.
caisses.
Even if you're really just a small part of my plan.
What are you talking about?
You'll see what I mean soon, of course. They might be angry I brought you here, but when they understand why, they'll recognize my
Wait for
Oh.
it.
After all,
Sanitaire
I am
grillé là.
uniquely qualified to see the big picture.
Don't want him raising an alarm.
Struggle.
I'll move when he isn't
People see
looking.
that.
You think?
I'm sure you can understand. I get it. Sometimes my methods can appear a little unorthodox.
Careful.
I know.
Encore un en moins.
You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter
Il y en a
than
encore
me.
deux à droite.
It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
Putain, j'étais assez vite. Nickel.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over.
Boum. Coup de boule.
Oversized vermin.
Allez, faut qu'on finisse.
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman.
Oh, il est trop rapide, lui.
Right?
En fait, on s'est fait niquer, là. Ah, je crois que c'était prémédité qu'on venait.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
Je crois qu'il a chopé aussi. Ouais, il a chopé le truc avec les missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die.
Je l'avais dit que c'était prémédité, c'était un appât en fait.
You care too much about the little people.
On s'est fait avoir, comme des bleus.
That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I hurt a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Donc ses partenaires, donc il est payé par quelqu'un pour faire tout ça.
You won't get away with this. You get them right? This happens.
Ouais, les ultrasons.
I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who doesn't have to compromise will die knowing he couldn't save everyone.
Bon bah j'espère que si on doit répondre à quelque chose, on va bien répondre. Apparemment, ils vont mourir. Si je refuse, je les tuerai. On va proposer la relâcher.
Not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle
Bon, on aura essayé, c'est déjà ça.
But her, I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered.
Et quand je dis mort,
Closed
je
casket for sure.
veux dire démembré. Mon cercueil sera fermé pour un internat. Qui suis-je?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman. Which one of your dead friends am I?
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life.
On peut pas oublier, il a fait exploser avec un missile.
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears.
Mais ça, c'est le mec qu'on a retrouvé dans la cage.
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that.
Please, don't let him die.
Avesta.
Moi, je vais dire elle parce qu'ils étaient tous les deux bleus.
Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman. Here's your prize.
Heureusement que c'est encore simple.
Oh my God, Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You've made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
Bon, qui finit avec ses devinettes, qu'on peut l'attraper et l'exploser.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. the original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
Pourquoi je peux pas? J'arrive pas à l'associer. Ah, je vais mourir. Bah, j'ai même pas eu le temps. Ok. Associé. Pas de gantelet.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
Je vois rien. Je vois pas pourquoi.
You're much too slow, Batman. I think we're through.
Ouais, c'est clair, poto, ça va trop vite. T'as même pas le temps de trouver exactement où tu dois aller. Bon, le gantelet. On va l'associer directement. Hop. Voilà.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
Bas de caméra, actuellement chargé, les signaux de la mystère. Mais bon. Regardez, je l'ai partout les amis, mais il demande de l'associer nulle part. C'est ouf ça. Bon, on est déjà mort 3 fois. C'est quoi cette dinguerie là? Bon, ça c'est bon. Voilà. C'est pas sur le mystère. Regardez, je peux rien faire. Je ne vois pas du tout là. On aura au moins quelques secondes. Ce serait bien. Hop. N'importe quel type de technologie. Pas de missile. Je vais lancer un des missiles. Je peux pas l'associer. On va encore mourir.
You're much too slow, Batman. I think we're through.
Ah ouais, j'arrive pas à le mettre sur ce missile. Ouais, c'est clair, c'est chaud poteau. J'ai pas autant galéré depuis le début là. De temporiser pour dire de voir un peu. Bon, le gantelet, ça c'est réglé. Hop. Ça c'est fait. Après, lorsque l'armée attire des missiles, bah ouais, je suis comment?
You're much too slow, Batman. I think we're through.
Je vais essayer d'aller sur le bâton de l'homme mystère. Peut-être que c'est là que je vais le mettre. Si vous avez une idée, les amis, n'hésitez pas. Hop. Ça c'est fait. Peut-être au niveau du bouton. Sauf ça crosse là. Non, je peux pas. Y a rien.
You're much too
non, je
slow,
peux pas en fait.
Batman. I think we're through.
C'est dingue ça. Je peux l'associer nulle part.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
Il dit qu'il va lancer un des missiles. Ok, capable de reproduire des sons actuellement chargés avec le signal dans le mystère. Il dit que je fasse associé avec quoi? Je peux pas aller plus bas. Ah, j'ai même pas le temps de regarder quoi. C'est ouf ça. Peut-être là-bas, parce qu'il y a les enceintes d'ultrasons. Si j'ai le temps d'y arriver. Allez, on va essayer. On est immortel.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
Ok. Si. Je peux pas aller jusqu'aux ultrasons. Non, c'est pas les ultrasons.
You're much too slow, Batman.
C'est pas possible.
I think we're through.
On va bien trouver, hein, au bout de 50 fois. C'est quoi ce bazar? Attends, je suis bien obligé de le mettre là.
I'll fire one of the missiles.
Ok, j'ai trouvé. Voilà. Non mais vous pouvez les faire sortir de la cage ailleurs que là quoi.
And use a Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
Oh, c'était abusé, franchement, les amis.
Saying, Agent of Vesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
Definitely not you.
What are you doing?
Attention, les missiles vont arriver. Alors s'il se prend les missiles et qu'il meurt pas, je comprends pas.
No, 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 no!
C'est vite, ferme. Là, tu vois qu'il est content Batman, là, il a son petit sourire en coin là. Je vais venir te défoncer. J'ai failli me tromper.
Who's the man?
Moi en réalité tu me jettes comme ça contre un mur, je me relève pas.
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
C'est clair, c'est le Big Boss. Vite, 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 vite. Je vais lancer le signal. Et voilà. C'est le drone qui va tout prendre. Tous les missiles qu'ils ont fini à la mer, je m'attendais à une plus grosse explosion quand même.
This can't be happening.
Coup de griffe ou coup de pied? Ouais, coup de griffe, on va lui faire mal. Ah, c'est clair, héros. Les poissons, je crois qu'ils font la tête, là. Bah, c'est comme pêcher à la dynamite, hein. Il reste plus qu'à les ramasser.
I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
I'm just glad you're on your feet. You took quite a beating. Agent, are you
Ça va, le
okay?
premier épisode de la saison 2 me paraît pas mal.
My ears! I can't hear.
La saison était déjà super bien. Bon, j'espère que vous allez aimer la saison 2. Donc, vous le savez, comme je l'ai déjà dit, j'ai acheté tous les séries qu'il faut avoir dans les stores, de tous les jeux, donc
It's
il y
over,
en a encore
Riddler.
pas mal à faire.
Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Infestus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it? Must be an uncomfortable feeling.
This entire twisted situation is your doing,
En plus,
Riddler.
le mec essaie encore de faire que je me sens coupable, quoi. C'est lui le fou qui fait tout péter avec des missiles.
You
Et
came
c'est
after
normal.
me, you know, not the other way around. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to
Bah, ce
deal
qui est bien,
with
les
you
amis, c'est
alone.
qu'avec la première saison et celle-ci que je m'en occupais de faire, vous avez vraiment une liste de super vilains.
They didn't come.
I look forward to meeting these friends of yours. They're next on my list.
Good. They deserve it.
De la première saison, vous avez le pingouin, etc. C'est l'homme mystère. Je dis pas les prochains.
And that's that white-faced prick set me
Ils seront
up.
pas mal.
Never told them to meet me here.
Il s'est pris la balle de où, lui? Même pas une seringue.
They broke the pact.
The pact?
Bon, bah, je crois qu'il y a personne qui va aller pleurer à son enterrement, lui. Et moi, personnellement, j'ai déjà une idée de qui est derrière, les amis. Derrière tout ça.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics.
Gordon, il vient toujours à la fin, lui.
But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. I hope it was worth it, Batman.
Worth it?
Riddler's a damn corpse. We got an agent bleeding from the years.
Il part
We're
comme
not
si
gonna
c'était
get
moi qui l'avais
shred of
tué,
usable
j'ai rien fait,
testimony
moi.
out of Eli Nabel. Not after you scared him half to death in my custody. You went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale. What were you thinking? How could you undermine me like that?
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean for this to happen.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. The trust between us, it's gone.
Il est marrant, lui.
Our partnership is over. No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup. The GCPD can't support you anymore.
We've done so much for Gotham, Jim. Don't break up our team over this.
I can't work with someone who goes behind my back. And that's all there is to it. I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner. Way I see it, Batman took initiative getting a confession from Mabel. You, on the other hand, Gordon, well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on you. Batman's had his priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn minute.
Your stonewalling the agency has screwed us all.
You think you could have done better? Way I see it, there's one less bad guy in Gotham.
I don't know whether I could have done better. I do know you could have. If we'd have been working together from the start.
Why, you...
Not another word, Commissioner. Consider it a kindness I don't just straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have sensitive case details to discuss.
You two deserve each other.
Oh, comment il fait la gueule, gars.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything to share.
Do your own dirty work, Waller. You'll get nothing from me.
That's a real shame. No one's better suited for this job.
Je me casse la tête à tout trouver, elle croit que
Evidence in
j'ai
his
tout balancé.
workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel,
Harley
former
Quinn.
psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum.
Devez la connaître,
She's
les
very
amis.
elusive. Keeps her head down. Much
À mon
more
avis,
so
ce
than
sera
that
l'épisode 2.
show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very
Moi, je reste avec Gordon. Moi, je m'en fous de toi.
Bruce Wayne.
Elle sait mon nom. Comment elle peut savoir mon vrai nom? J'ai fait la même tête que Batman. Ben voilà les amis, l'épisode 1 est terminé. Donc j'espère que ça vous a plu. Bien sûr, il y aura la suite sur la chaîne. Ça va, je vois que les statistiques sont bons. Bon, maintenant Gordon il fait la tête. Faudrait que je redeviens copain avec. Mais si elle croit qu'elle va travailler avec moi, c'est mort. Ah bah furieuse, ça, elle a cru que c'était moi qui avais tué son père. C'était de ma faute. C'est pas moi qui a mis une bombe. Bah de rien, Croche, ça fait plaisir. Si vous aimez les épisodes de genre de jeu comme ça, moi je suis content. Merci. C'est clair que des fois tu sais pas quoi faire exactement comme choix. Mais bon, on fait les choix chacun à sa façon, ce qui nous paraît mieux. Il n'y a que 25% qui a interrogé le bras droit de meurtrier. Je sais pas, moi je trouve ça logique de l'interroger, mais bon. ça va statistiquement. Bon bah pour Luxus, je pouvais pas dire à Gordon, on sait jamais vu que les téléphones étaient sur écoute. Mais bon les amis, si vous le faites, vous allez avoir d'autres fins, d'autres cinématiques, tout dépendra de vos décisions aussi. C'est ça qui est bien avec ces jeux-là. Vous faites le jeu que vous voulez avec vos décisions. Ben voilà, c'est sur ça que je vous laisse les amis. Je vous dis une très bonne soirée à tous. Bah c'est vrai Crash, des fois t'as pas forcément le temps de choisir non plus. Tu dois répondre spontanément. Merci le jeu d'héros. Bah, bonne soirée à tous. Un grand merci d'avoir passé les amis, d'avoir resté, ça fait vraiment plaisir. N'oubliez pas de partager sur Instagram pour que je sois au courant de vos lives et vos vidéos. Je sais, je suis embêtant avec ça, mais je reçois vraiment aucune notif. Et sur ce, je dis ciao ciao les amis.